I think I might finally have like a solid, oh, I called it portion for Chainsaw Man. Outside of just general stuff that would happen, training and whatnot, getting stronger, new bad guys. Because in this chapter there was a portion that I've been saying for like two chapters now, I think, and I'm hoping that it will go the way that I wanted. But chapter begins. You have like a guy. He gets his car rear-ended. Got to hit close to home. That happened to me not too long ago. But and he looks out the window. He's mad. Somebody's smacked into his car. And then you have that member of how's her name pronounced? Quan Ji, a member of her like harem, and it's just the one that always says Halloween. And then right after she says it, the guy just says it the same thing. And so it looks like you have all these weird fiends showing up, and this one's saying it has some form of mind manipulation ability, from what we can tell, because it happens multiple times in this chapter. Anytime that somebody interacts with her and she just starts saying Halloween at them, they at that point can't stop saying Halloween as well. But the energy coming off of this character is so low. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just like the point. Like she's like this very low energy person, while her whole crew is very high energy. But she's like going into this restaurant now, and they're just kind of like playing it super slow as they're getting into like what should be. Hey, we're on a hunt. We're doing like we're doing a hit job. We're go after this chainsaw devil fiend guy. So we should probably take it a little more serious. Nope. She's like, oh man, tired. So let's rest and we'll go out and get to our. Like, that doesn't look like they've done anything. Like, two of the three brothers are already dead. We don't know what's going on with Tolka. Santa Claus was shown at the end of this chapter, and he's he's definitely seems like he's gonna be the biggest threat. But I have a feeling this Wanshi girl is gonna end up being the one to live, since she doesn't even it doesn't even look like she's making any progress there. It's just like, I feel like she's gonna get too sleepy and then just maybe show up last minute and be like, yay, I finally did it. I mean, I don't think her fiends are gonna live though. I think she's kind of screwed. They're gonna end up slowly getting murked. Though I wonder which ones are gonna, like, what order. Probably the one that doesn't talk, the one that just has that weird zombie expression is gonna go down first, then the Halloween one. I'm guessing the last one is gonna be the one that has horns similar to a Power. I'm hoping she's related to Power, because she does kind of look like her, and the horns too. So maybe we'll find out there's more than one blood devil, more blood fiend, I guess, in this specific case. But as it were, now we get one of the brothers who, the one that's impersonating Kurose. Well, no, they already had one that was impersonating Kurose, and then he ended up dying. So he got hit by a car and smashed his head against the metal pole. So you have the one that was left over out of the two, because the other one was killed by Yoshida, and now it's just this guy who goes and meets one of like the guys who was friends with Yoshida, because they have those memories too. And you get like this part where he's just talking about aspects of his life. He's talking about like the dude's mom and his girlfriend and stuff of them just growing up. And he's like, there's this like weird way that it's presented. Whenever he's like talking about it, it shows like a picture and then just like a blacked out background. And I'm guessing those are going to be his memories. And then when he ends up looking at one point at an actual picture of the guy, of Kurose, he sees like him in the picture, and he looks a little bit weird. It's like, I think it's like, I can't tell if it was just like the way that the author wanted to draw it, but I think it was intended to look a little bit strange because it's him, but not really. And you have this member of the three brothers who is like kind of like a little bit warped right now with what's going on when he's talking to his friend, and he's like asking about like, he was like, oh, what are you gonna do about the devil hunters? I'm thinking about quitting. I don't want to end up getting killed and eaten. I don't think you want to end up killed and eaten like your brother. He's like, what would you want to do, or what would your brother say if he saw you like this? And obviously this guy is not actually Kurose. He's one of the three brothers of that American assassination group. And he's like saying, he went over about being like a ruthless killer, and a pro always gets the job done. And the other dude probably thinks it more like, as a devil hunter, and not like the actual reason for this. But I'm wondering, because like I said, I'm hoping that I finally predicted something, as it's coming down to like two things. One is this portion that he's going to try and want to live up to his two brothers and become this killer, or he's going to end up living life as Kurose. Because I was like saying, like, how crazy would it be if you had like this character who turned into another one, like, as we know that Kurose's dead, but this guy turns into him, and he just like decides to be him for the rest of the series. So it's like, you know, way later down the line we see the character return, and they're like, oh cool, it's that guy, and then we're like, wait a second, that's not actually that guy. That's somebody pretending to be that guy, but he never breaks out of that character. He just acts like him forever. I just think it'd be hilarious. So it's like you can imagine, like, all the way, like, at the end of the series, years and years down the line, and it's just like he makes it to the end, and you get a wrap up, and it's like, wait a second, yeah, that guy got the happy ending. That wasn't even really his life. I think that would just be absolutely fantastic. That would just make me so happy because it'd be such a weird thing to do, but it would fit Chainsaw Man and like the weirdness of Fujimoto. But other than that, I mean, plus it'd be a really interesting writing thing because he had this guy who had this very weird life, and was always like he was a mercenary assassin, but he wasn't really like atoned for that life. But maybe he's gonna either be forged into it or he's gonna reject to the point where now he's going to be like, well, this life is better for me, and just take it. But after that point, you have Santa Claus, the old guy who's supposedly the biggest threat out of these assassin guys sent to them that they thought was dead. But he ends up touching some people at a crosswalk who just touch a couple other people, and they like get morphed, and they have like these puppet lines along their body. So I'm guessing this is one of his powers. He can turn people into puppets to be able to control them. And he's saying that he can't deliver presents all by himself. That obviously being a Santa Claus reference. And I still think it's like the people talk about. His name is Santa Claus, but he's going to be more like the Krampus and just be some spooky dude. I mean, we've already seen this dude's pretty spooky. He's a pretty creepy guy. So I'm looking forward to seeing like his power, like how strong he is, and like his crazy devil contract. But I'm also really looking forward to seeing this dude like chopped up. But anyway. Other than that, comment below. It's a pretty fast read. I mean, most of it was most of the meat was in this dude who's impersonating Kurose, and it seems like he's a little bit torn about like what's going on, but maybe he'll want to fulfill like the the motto for him and his brothers and how they would act and all this. But other than that, comment below. That's the video. From the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. From that, I appreciate it. Already subscribed, and I thank you all for listening. Bye.